Oh, yay, there it is. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Hello, my friends. Okay. I think I might be a little bit early. Oh, there's Kathy. Hi, how are you? I miss you. Pardon me. I miss you. I feel like I haven't seen you in so long and we've been passing each other. I did get your share, so thank you for that, Kathy. And I've got your name down. So we are doing, hello June from Ontario. Nice to see your name. I'm working on my PaperPumpkin Alternative. I was supposed to do that last week, went to the lake, left it there. So my last Facebook Live, I think, yeah, was this. So today I am doing my PaperPumpkin Alternative and another little goodie, so stick around. Hello, Darlene, nice to see you. Sherry, hello. Sandy, hello. Sherry, I'm going to write your name down. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. So Kathy shared and Sherry shared. So what happens is when you share, I put your name. Karen, hi. I was not expecting you. What a nice surprise. When you share, I put your name in a draw, and at the end of my live, I draw a winner. And the winner is always from the previous week's share. So that my friends that share today, your name will be drawn. Hopefully your name will be drawn next Thursday for my live. Let me introduce myself. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. So if you are from Canada, you can shop with me. If you have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, please shop with your demonstrator just so that we can stay loyal to our own personal demonstrators. So I would appreciate that. Hi, Christine. Nice to see your name pop up here. Let me bring the camera down, and so hopefully you're not going to get too dizzy. And don't forget to share. Here we go. And flip that around so I'm not upside down. Somehow I feel like my camera is so high, but maybe not. That's my fancy pen that you see. Okay, so I've got Kathy and Sherry going into next week's draw for a wee little gift from me. Here's the paper pumpkin that I was supposed to have done last week. Why do I feel like I'm frozen? I guess not. It's just being a little bit silly. So beautiful box. Shaded spruce. Whoops. There's one of the vellum pieces that was in there. You know what? I heard a really interesting tip the other day, and I don't know if it works because I haven't done it yet. I'm just digging through everything that's in our box. I'm going to need that. There's some more vellums. And I'm looking for something. I'm going to need that. And I'm going to need that, a little bit of bling. Look at these envelopes. Aren't they stunning? But I cut mine up. I'm going to show you what I did with that. And look at the card base. Don't you love that? So gorgeous. And there's all that shimmer in there. I did use that as well. Here's some more card bases. Okay, you know what? In this particular package, I'm looking for something in particular, but I have it right here. Okay, so you know when you get your paper pumpkin, I know, Karen, have you played with yours yet? I'm loving mine. So in your paper pumpkin, you know how you get this? I don't know if you realize what that is. Those are glue dots. So if you buy glue dots, they come in this box, the mini glue dots. These are the glue dots that are in the paper pumpkin. They don't adhere. They're not quite as sticky as the box, okay? But what I heard, and again, I did not try this, so I don't know for certain. Maybe we'll do it today. I heard that these glue dots are great for vellum, and apparently you can't see through and see the glue dot on the other side. So, have not done it, so I don't know for certain. If we have time and if I think of it, I will try that, okay? So let's get on to the alternative. So remember the card base. I cut the card base on this particular one. And what I did, actually, you know what? Let's pull, where is it? Here it is. Let's pull all of that out. Okay. So what you're gonna do, hi Andrea, nice to see your name. I wasn't sure if you were gonna pop in today. It's so nice to see you. Welcome here. Andrea is a dear friend, a fellow demonstrator, and I love this girl. She's so helpful. Okay, so what I did with my first alternative was I created an easel card, okay? Let me show you how I did that. So if you are taking dimensions, now's a great time to grab that scrap paper and write this down. And you know what? Hang on to that, to the dimensions. This is basically standard for all easel cards, okay? Well, this particular one anyway, if you're doing a long easel card. So your cardstock for your card base is gonna measure 11 inches by 4 1/4, okay? Then what you're gonna do is, oh, here I thought I was totally ready. Where is my, there it is. I'll be right back. My trimmer. Oh, here's another little tip. I had some beautiful, beautiful girls in our home last night for a small card class, COVID style, spaced out, masked, etc. I like to write score on my score blade for my trimmer, but somebody said if you take some clear nail polish, so there's clear nail polish, excuse me, on that, then your word score is not going to continue to disappear. So see that? I've got score written on that. Okay, so back to the card. 11 by 4 1/4, which is your halfway mark. Then you are also going to score again. Oh, pardon me. Whoa, back up. The size is 11 by 4 1/4. You are scoring at 5 1/2, which is your halfway mark. Then you're going to score again at 2 3/4. Okay, so here we go, 2 3/4. And there's my score. And that would be the beginning of your easel card, okay? Let's give that a burnish. I like to always burnish my scores. Okay, now see how that is happening? Okay. Then what I did on this one here, and I'm gonna do this other one just a smidge different. So here is my panel of my trees that I cut from my Paper Pumpkin Alternative, and this is actually cut 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. But what I did was, where did it go? Did I say that right? Let me see. Wow, you know what? I have not been sleeping well, Yeah, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Then what you're gonna do, so here's my stash of pre-cut cardstock. I want 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So there's my black. I did not do that on this card, and after the fact I was kind of, I should have done that. I should have framed it out, which is just a little step up. See that? How much nicer that, like, it just frames it, okay? So you're going to adhere that down. Whoops, if I'm ever not in the screen, please let me know. I try so hard to be in screen. Is that the right size? Yes, it is. Okay, let's get a little adhesive back there, and you can use your Stampin' Seal if you want, or whatever it is that you like to do. My go-to is Tombow, which begs the question, what is your go-to? Let's get that down like so. And now we've got just a smidge of a frame around that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put this down on your card base, right? But we know that we only want adhesive down here, or you can put it down on your card base, okay? Stay away from the edges. You don't want your color or your, you don't want your adhesive pooling over, because you'll kind of wreck the whole effect. So see how I stayed away from the edges? And then all I'm going to do is make sure that I'm not upside down. You don't want to go this way. This is going to be the bottom of my card. So if you lay that down right at the top and come down, you should be perfectly square. Okay, and because my adhesive was just on this portion, you can see how that easel is starting to happen. Okay, so what is your go-to adhesive, ladies? I need to know, because I'm a snoop. Then what I did was, you can see, this is one of the envelopes. I cut it open, and now let's cut that to size. So what you're gonna do with that is we want 4 1/8. This is a nice square bottom, so I want that up. Tape runner, okay, Karen, interesting. So this is obviously way too wide, so I want to be a little bit picky. And we're going to cut that. That's trash. And let's flip that over, and we want 4 1/2. So let's go to our 4 1/2 mark, and let's cut that as well. I know what yours is, Dar. Look it, there's 3 little trees. That might be cute for the inside. And then what I did, see that? So I cut basically where the score line is, okay? So this is cut 4 1/2 by 4 1/8. Am I going the wrong way? No, this needed to be 4 1/8. I'm living on hardly any sleep, ladies, so I apologize. 4 1/8 is the dimension of that. Okay, then if you flip this over, you've got, but I also have that
sticky portion. Is that still going to work? Yep. So I also want to cut that to 4 1/8. Has anybody started their Christmas shopping? Because I would advise you to do so. We've got Austin's birthday party on Sunday, and his gift is stuck in a sea can. I don't know if it's in New York or where it is. Your gifts are wrapped. Karen, you're brilliant. So now what I want to do is I want to put this piece down first, okay? So again, it's 4 1/8 wide. So we are going to have a little bit of a border. I'm not worried about the adhesive part here from the envelope because I'm going to be covering it up, okay? So let's get a little bit of glue on there. So Karen, are you completely done? I want a smidge of a border at the top and on either side. And this is going to, do you see how that now covers where that adhesive is? Now, if I want this a little bit smaller, which I do, I'm going to cut that to 4 1/2. Okay. Maybe it's 4 1/4. This is 4 1/8 by, let's see, how much can I cut off? Let's cut off another 1/4. So let's go to about, I'm going to go to 4 1/8 again. I don't know if I cut off enough. Not completely. Well, so far I've got 2 gifts sitting in a sea can somewhere, so I am getting a little bit nervous. I'm going to have to figure something out. If anybody does want to place a Stampin' Up order, there is a sale. I do not know what is on sale, but there is a seasonal sale coming on November 16th. But I am closing out that order on the 17th so I can get that out lickety-split quick. We're going to grab that frame. This is all from the Paper Pumpkin, and we're going to grab that tag. I meant to not take it out. And let's do Merry Christmas. I didn't bring any blocks forward. Let's get that in there, like so. Voila. Hopefully I am well placed, and then I'm going to grab my shaded spruce. Where did you go? There we are. Karen, have you done these cards yet? I just moved this, so I want to make sure that my placement is still okay, and it is, I hope. All right, let's ink that up. Has anybody else done their Christmas cards yet? And using this Paper Pumpkin, if you cut everything up and do something funky and different with it, I believe you can get about 17 cards in there. There we go. Merry Christmas. Let's let that dry just a smidge. Yay, Dar. I have not really started. I'm going to do tie-dye t-shirts for all of our grandkids. That I do know. I have the t-shirts, so I guess you can say that I have shopped a little bit. We're going to put dimensionals behind this. And getting to the end of this one, how exciting is that? Let's get some pieces cut. Six, wow. You're 6 ahead of me, my friend. I don't know why I'm not using my take your pick tool. It's right in front of me. Way easier. Whoops. Ah. That was not good. I'm not sure if you saw that. Whoops, I'm not in camera. Let's remove the backing. I tore it a little bit. When I picked it up, I was just a little too aggressive. So our easel card is going to open, and I want it sitting about there. So the reason that this is on dimensionals is so that it gives this something to lean on. See that? Now I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on there. I'm just going to flat glue that on there, like so. Just a little bit of glue. And our sentiment down on top of it. I smudged my green, my shaded spruce. Let's get a little bit of bling. These ones came in the Paper Pumpkin, and I love them. They are gorgeous. And let's put one on top. Well, it gets lost. Let's grab, what should we grab? Why not? Let's grab champagne rhinestones. These are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And let's put that right on top of that. It kind of gets lost too. Not going to use champagne. We need a brighter. Here we go. Do we go with red or green? What do you think? I love easel cards too, Darlene. Girls, I'm going to wait. There's about a 30-second delay. Let's see what happens. This card here, I have a red rhinestone. Do we want another red rhinestone or a green? These are the holiday rhinestones. They are gorgeous. Red it is, Kathy. I'm going to go with the first. Voila. And voila. There is the easel card. Now, if you want to step this up even a little bit more, you're going to grab your Champagne Shimmer Mist. We don't carry this anymore, but I heard you can buy it. Darlene is a very sweet girl, and she does beautiful things for the residents of her mom and dad's block. So there is that second card, okay? So there are two easel cards. One is framed, one is not. I like the framed one the best. Absolutely. Okay, let's get on to the next alternative. So here's what I did with the next one. Do you want to see it, or should I just work through it? What is the consensus? Do we want to see it? Let's put that back in there before I lose it. Thank you, Karen. Do not forget to share, ladies. I can enter your name for a draw. We've got 2 so far. Okay, here we go. You want to see it. Okay, Kathy, here we go. So there it is. It is not an easel card. It's just your standard, okay? So let me show you what I did with that one. I took a regular card base, okay? And so this measures 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, okay? Then I took one of the card bases from the Paper Pumpkin. I ran it through the embossing folder using the Merriest frames, okay? So you can see it better on here. And then what I did on purpose, I took an emery board and I filed this down a little bit. Do you see how the white is starting to show through? Now this is Paper Pumpkin cardstock, okay? I'm not sure that this would work with regular cardstock because I believe our cardstock color goes straight through, okay? So that's all I'm going to do with that, just with an emery board. And I'm also going to glitz that up as well, but we will do that after the card is done. So again, that's the Merriest Frames embossing folder. Then I took a little piece of Whisper White, and this, or basic white. This measures 2 3/4 by 2 inches. Got a little bit of the fluff from that. We're going to grab a piece of scrap paper, just a piece, and I didn't clean my brushes from last time. Let's start with mint macaron, or macaron, as we were all saying last night, mint macaron. And we are just trying to quiet down the white on here. But I want to pull in some shaded spruce, definitely. Okay. Now I don't know if you can see, but right here in the corner, ooh, I've got, I think I'm pushing too hard on my brush. I'm not letting the brush do the work. Let's call that done. Then what I did, oh, I did not grab my Versamark. Girls, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Please chat amongst yourselves. So Versamark is like a sticky ink pad, and it does not dry right away. And again, I forgot a block. So we're using the Stamparatus. It's like a watermark. If you stamp on a dark, let me show you. Hopefully that'll come through. So if I stamped, because I'm going to be covering this up anyway. So if I stamped on this shaded spruce, let me go in camera here, it's going to give a watermark effect. So all it does is it's going to deepen the depth of the color of the cardstock, okay? So hopefully you will see that. Really hard to see it, but it is there, and that will eventually dry, but we're going to cover that up. So what I'm actually going to do is up in, let's get that placed, up in this corner right here. I just want to make sure that I'm still there. Okay, let's get some Versamark on here. I'm probably ready to almost ink that up again. It looks good. Then what I want to do is I want to grab some white embossing powder, and that is going to stick on the Versamark. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got snowflakes on there. Let's get this out of the way. And we need our heat tool, which is, where is my heat tool? Ah! It's going to be noisy for a minute. I'm just going to heat that up. I wish I was closer. Hang on one second. You know what I want to do? I want you to see this happen, just in case you've never witnessed the heat tool. It's pretty cool. Let's get that plugged in. Okay, here we go. Again, it's going to be a little bit noisy. And those little stars are going to start melting. I don't know if you can see that happening. But it is. Okay. So those are all melted. Let me double check. Yep. Now, if I want that to actually stand out a little bit more, all I need to do is add a little more color where those snowflakes are. They are dry. Now, they have disappeared somewhat, haven't they? But watch this. Then you're going to take a tissue or a rag or something that's around, and I've got this cloth, and do you see how they're all green now? Okay, but there's embossing powder on there, so let's wipe that off, because the embossing powder will not, or the brushed color will not stay on top of something that has melted embossing powder. So that's how I did that. And then what I did was I put that straight down on here. You can also use dimensionals, but I just put it straight down. So let's just do the same thing. Just about ready to show you my third little item, which has nothing to do with Paper Pumpkin. Let's put one in the middle. Oh, I didn't want to use dimensionals. Oh well, I just did. So when you do use dimensionals, make sure you put something in the middle so that your panel doesn't cave in, okay? So we are going to center that. Then we're going to take our Noel. This was from your Paper Pumpkin kit. Now for my third item, did anybody cut out so that they can play along? Did anybody do that? I'm just going to put, I need some light. There we go. Just a little bit. I don't want that oozing out. And up there. Is anybody going to play around or play along with my next? That is going to go right down there. I'm covering my snowflakes a little bit. I'm bummed about that. Truth be known. And let's get some of these stunning little gems on there. I like to work in threes, kind of in a, yeah, I like it there. Then that is going to go down on my card base. Like so. You girls are so quiet today. And then we're going to take a glue dot. Shell, welcome here, my friend. And let's put, I'm going to roll this up in a little ball. I want it smaller. I'm going to put it behind the bow, and let's put that down right here, and let's get some holiday rhinestones in there too. Where did I put those? Stay with the red theme here. 1, 2, 3. Now on to my third little project. Did anybody take down the dimensions? Did anybody cut? Thank you very much, Karen. So there's my second alternative for Paper Pumpkin. There's my first. Easel card is my fave. It is, I'm not gonna lie. There we go, love it. This one has a border, pardon me, this one does not. Okay. Now, the third project, here we go. I had said, if you want to play along, that you are going to cut your cardstock at 11 by 2 3/4. Now here is what I've done. So I've got a sheet of 8.5 by 11, and I cut it at 2 3/4, okay? And I cut it twice. So I actually have 3 and a little smidge left, okay? We're only gonna work on 1, but let me show you what I did with that. You're going to take your cardstock, 11 by 2 3/4, okay? You are going to score at 3 3/4. How come I can't get my arm open? There we go. And then you are also going to score at 7 1/2. So there's your 2 score marks, okay? If you need a gift card holder in a real quick smidge, really quick, this is what you want to do. 11 by 2 3/4. Your larger, see how this is a little bit larger than that? Your larger is the top, okay? You are then going to put your cardstock in your paper trimmer, and you want to cut from that corner to that point, or from that score line to that point. Let's make sure we're still in the track, and away we go. That can be saved for a tiny little sentiment. Here we go. Then the next thing that I had said was cardstock, 2.5 by 3.5, coordinating DSP, 2 3/8 by 3 3/8. That is going to go on top of here. So you can use any design paper that you want. I chose this on purpose because Austin's birthday present is stuck in a sea can somewhere. And his party is on Sunday. Somehow I don't think it's coming. I made him a birthday card, that coordinates with everything that I'm doing here. And I failed to bring it forward. You're going to take that and you're going to put that down on here. So this is done like in a moment. And we still have one piece of design paper left, don't we? Let's use our wiggle room. Let's get that centered. Oh, and you know what? If you want a ribbon, you would wrap your ribbon at this point. Let me show you. You can also make a bow, okay? You can also make a bow. You're then going to take your DSP, and you could flip it over the other way if you want, or I'm going to keep it the same way. Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put a little tear and tape on here. So this is how I like to do my tear and tape. I'm always on a silicone sheet. I put it down. Your tear and tape is going to be right along the bottom. And then I like to take my ruler, which is not here. Boy. And I just cut my tear and tape. Usually I have a ruler and I hold my ruler down and I lift and away it goes. And I had, there it is. All you're going to do then is you're going to remove your backing. Down it goes. You want to make sure that you're flush to the bottom. Down it goes. You've created your pocket, okay? Now what you're going to do, now depending on what side, right? So you need to think this through, okay? If I want, you know what? I'm gonna do that side, okay? So I know I want to cut, because I'm following my pocket, I want to cut from this corner to that corner. If I wanted this side, I would cut from that corner to that corner, okay? So corner to corner. So here we go. And if you happen to put it in your track the wrong way, it's not a big deal. You're just going to not have the DSP showing that you wanted. Give that a cut. You now have two pieces, right? Like so. And you know that's going down there. So you want to be sure that you're putting your adhesive on the correct side. Darlene, you saw the little gift card holder last night. You weren't supposed to, but you did. And then all I do is I follow this edge and my bottom edge. It's not a perfect match, but I'm fine with that. And then all I would do is I would take Austin's money and I would tuck it in the pocket and close it up. I'll put a little something on the front, and then we're good to go. And then I will tuck it in his card. So what I would do is I would take this, and I've got for you. I'm going to stamp for you on there. Then I'm going to take a die. And of course my die is not here, so I've got a little circle die from, I forget what die set it is. I'm not doing so hot. And anyway, I would die cut it. Oh, here we go. Here's an example to finish it. Here we go. It's not a Mother's Day, but let's see. I could take a black, right? You kind of get the idea, and then you can just embellish that however you want. Let's see here. You would take, I'm not going to do this, but I could take love, and I could put love across there, which, you know what, I could do that for Austin, and then just have his birthday his birthday sentiment in there. Here we go. Birthday mail. I'm not mailing this, so that's not what I would do, but there's an example of what you could do, how you would finish off the front of it. So you've got the front of this little gift, the gift card holder, okay, or cash holder. If you want ribbon, you could either wrap the ribbon before this panel goes down and then tie a bow, or you could just tie a bow and adhere that onto your little card front, right? I would do something a little bit smaller. First my mother, forever my friend, and so there's a little sentiment on top of that gift card holder, right? So you would put either a gift card in there, and a gift card does fit, or some cash, okay? So Austin's gonna get cash, and then when his birthday present comes in, he'll also get his birthday present, okay? Tracy, hello, my friend. Nice to see your name. Hope everybody in your world is doing well. It's November, my dear. You know what that means. It's November. So, Tracy, let me show you what we've done. So, this little gift card holder I created for our grandson because his birthday present is stuck in transit. So I'll finish this off after my live, but I'm going to tuck some cash in there for him. So Dean and I will at least have something for him. And then my paper pumpkin alternatives were, this is just your standard A2 card, like so. And then my second alternative I created into a easel card, like so. So that's what I did for today's Facebook Live, my paper pumpkin alternative, and an extra little throw in. So if you need quick gift card holders for Christmas, great idea. So once again, 11 by 2 3/4, you're going to get 3 out of 1 sheet of paper. Then you're scoring at 3 3/4, 7 1/2, okay? I will have all of the dimensions listed underneath on my YouTube channel, and I hope that helps you. I'm going to bring the camera up so I could say my goodbyes. I have 2 people that shared today, so Sherry and Kathy, you stand a very good chance of winning next week, okay? Let's get this ready for those that shared last week. So Tracy, you're in there. Carol, Dar, Gail, Sherry, and Barb, okay? Sandy, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. See you, Karen. You know what? I'm not going to bring the camera up. I'm just going to choose from here. I am not looking, I promise. And I have Sherry, thank you. That means an awful lot. And the winner is Dar. So there you go, my friend. What would you like for your, you can't have Austin's, sorry, I need this one. But Dar, you can choose between the easel card, the Noel, or this Christmas gift card cash holder. Oh, you forgot to share, so you'll do it now. Absolutely, Dar. And you know what? I'll put your name in for next week. But you also won this week anyway. So Dar, thank you for sharing, because I know you will. I've added your name for next week, okay? So Darlene, let me know what you would like. The easel card, the Noel, or the gift card holder, and I will get that off to you, my friend. Let's tuck these away for next week. And ladies, I am going to scoot and not hold you up any further. Thank you so much for popping by today. I really, truly appreciate that very much. I've got to get Austin's finished and get dinner on the go and get packed up for the weekend. We will talk to you later. Bye all. Have a great evening.